Hi
Hello everyone. We are known as the 小两口.
Yeah. This is
Charlene.
My name is Jay. What we're going to do today is really to go into the Orie itself, okay? Because I believe a lot of people have went to the show flat and seen the models, seen the show units. But what we are going to show you is some things that you may have missed out while you are in the show flat. And before you even go for booking, there are some details that you might not want to miss before you make a decision on which unit to go to. In our video itself, we'll list out the breakdown on at which point in time did we talk about certain layouts, etc. So that you don't need to watch the whole 1.5 hours videos to see what you are looking for. Maybe you are only looking for a 3-bedroom, then you straight away just go to the 3-bedroom. Charlene, you can take it over from here.
Correct. So I'll share about the Orie. Been to the show flat, there are 2 blocks, so total of 777 units. Chi, very what?
Jackpot number.
Okay, especially during Chinese New Year time. Okay, so the approximate TOP date should be about 31st May 2030. Then this is considered a very high-rise development of up to 40 stories. Developers are the famous CDL, Fraser and Sekisui. Before that, we will share about what will be the indicative launch price. We will need to know how much does the developers actually bid for this price. So I'll share about the land price first. Okay, so the Orie, CDL, Fraser and Sekisui, right, they actually bidded the land about 200 PSF higher than Capital Land. So by this, we need to see how they will price their launch price, right? Based on their previous launch. So we will use like previous launch like Norwood and Tembusu Grand, correct. Okay, so we will base on the break-even price will be about 2,305 per square foot. Let's see the previous project. For Norwood Grand, okay, they actually bidded 903 per square foot, but the break-even price is 1,687. So guess how much they launched at? 1,895 is the starting price. But average sale is about 2,080 per square foot. This one is about 12%, but 2,080 average price is about 25%. So their profit margin...
That's quite a lot.
Quite a lot, 25%. Okay, so let's see another project. Okay, Tembusu Grand. Break-even price at 2,130 per square foot. Launch day, they launch at 2,280 per square foot. Now this is quite low, about 7%.
7%.
Yeah. Then, but the average launch price, 2,474 per square foot.
Wow.
So it amounts up to 16%. Okay. Then Jay, what do you think will be the estimated launch price for the Orie?
For the
based
Orie
on this
itself,
Yeah.
Okay, so if we go back to this Norwood Grand, you can see the starting, they are making it very attractive, okay, which is 12%. Okay, so that time before the Norwood Grand, a lot of people were saying that, you have to minimally expect a 2,000 PSF. But being CDL themselves, they are very good at doing this kind of marketing to hype up their own projects. Yeah, so definitely they are going to play some units that are at very attractive price one. So you can see from the market sentiments, market sentiments was 2,000 PSF, but they launched at about 1,009. So it's about 100 PSF lower than the market sentiments. Okay, then in the end, they managed to achieve 2,080, which is what everybody was expecting. Okay, then we go to Norwood Grand itself. We were all expecting around 2,002, 2,003. Okay, but in the end, they launched at 2,280, which is about 2,003. Okay, so this one, the difference was 7% only from the break-even. 7% from the break-even, which is quite accurate the market sentiments that time. And during Tembusu Grand, there was also like Continuum. Then we also know that there are new plots coming up like EOK. So a lot of the market sentiments was quite fearful at that time, whether to go into Tembusu Grand or not, being 99 years over in that district. Then in the end, they still managed to achieve what we expected, which is 2004, 2005 average. Okay, so one main thing for everybody to take note is the average price is what developers really are looking to sell at to make that profit. So if they market out any starting price, just take note, it will be just 1 or 2 units that will be so attractive. for people to go down to a show flat to have a look lah. Okay,
to hype up lah.
To hype up really.
Yeah.
It's like EOK Chong Park.
Correct.
Wow, it was so hyped up that everybody just chong down and thought that all the units are going to be around this price. But in fact, it's not. Okay, so for the Orie itself, this is the break even after giving all the fees, all the land, whatever. Okay, so it's 2,305. So assuming just now we saw that for Norwood, for them to have a starting price, attractive starting price, Norwood was about 12% on top of the break even, and for Tembusu is 7% on top of the break even. Okay, so for Orie itself, if let's say we just put in a 10%, to make it attractive, right, it will be 2,535. Okay, if I'm not wrong, 2,535. Okay, so I would assume there will be some units starting at 2,500 or maybe even 2,480. To really show the market that what you all expected is a little bit higher. Then the market will feel that it's quite worth it to go down. So 10% will be the starting. Okay, so we can look at these two prices to see what's the starting price, or you want to do your own indications to see which unit you want to go for. You can use this as a gauge. Okay, but I will guess the average should be about 2.7 to 2.8. Okay, that will be the average. Okay, so this will work out to be close to 20% profit margin already lah.
About 20%. Okay, so it's like the Norwood and Tembusu, the average lah.
Correct, because Norwood, Tembusu, 16 and 25. So 20% I would say is a good profit for them lah.
So we will use about 2,007 per square foot for now as an indicative for our estimation.
For mid floors lah.
Okay, next, would there be a premium jump? Okay, before that, right, this development, there is only two sides facing. Okay, two side facing, which is the north facing and the south facing. A lot of people are actually thinking north facing is actually facing towards the HDB block, towards Bishan and Ang Mo Kio. Okay, whereas the south facing is facing towards Toa Payoh CBD area. So will we see fireworks? MBS area?
This is what a lot of people say. MBS confirm will have fireworks lah.
Confirm will have.
But I will say for the north side, even confirm plus chop, there will be more fireworks than the south. You know why?
Why?
Because north we have Malaysia. Malaysia, whatever happens, they will just put fireworks on. The cat give birth, they also put fireworks on.
True. Yeah. Okay, so then everyone is speculating whether south facing will have a premium will be much more expensive. So what do you think about the premium jump?
Okay, so of course, every development there's a unique selling point. And for Orie itself, they are really selling the views. So today, if you get a unit that is above certain floors, you get a really unblocked view. Unblocked view is really the unique selling point. But from what I see, in the show flat, I think you have also seen, if at the model there, you look at the top, they will show you the different views, okay, towards the north and towards the south. For me, myself, I feel no difference in the view. Because what I see are all buildings. I'm not looking at C. If you talk about like seaside residences, Mayor Blue, that one very distinctive. You will see the difference. One side faces the sea, the other side faces buildings, landed areas. So very different. But in Orie itself, actually these two facings is all unblocked. If you clear 30 floor, practically you are just unblocked and you see buildings. If you let me choose, I would rather choose the north side. Because north side, once you clear the really close HDB that is 19 floors, after that you will see all the lower HDB buildings already. Then even Sky Habitat, all that is not very high. So you will see more of the far north. But if you look at the south side, once you clear the HDB nearest to us, what you see is all the very high buildings because CBD.
Oh yeah.
So you can't really see far south. For me, I'll prefer the north view. And for premium wise, I personally will think there will not be much premium loaded. Because we are going to show you some details where how CDL price their premium in terms of facings.
Then you want to share about, if it's not loading on the premium facing, then what will you load at?
Of course, the jump every floor. This 40 floors or in fact 39 floors because level 1 there isn't any units. So level 2 to level 40, every floor there will be definitely a premium. So we want to see how much is the premium, then whether you should go for the high floor or the low floor. If can, I just use Tembusu Grand, which is one of their recent projects. Okay, so Tembusu Grand from level 5 to level 6, you can see. Okay, these are all the launch day prices that I take up, so that is more accurate in comparison to Orie. Okay, so purchase price 1,595. Okay, and this one 1604. So you can see that the premium jump is not much, which is 0.6%. So per floor jump for the lower floors is about 0.6%. Okay, but if we go to 19th floor, okay, from 1595, which is about 1.6 million, then we go into 1.776 million. This about 14th floor difference, this works out to be about 0.8% per floor jump difference. Okay, so for Tembusu Grand, we can see they use about, let's say today, when you go for booking, okay, let's say for the Orie itself, you definitely want to do some price checks. So how you can use this to help you understand what is the premium loading for entire stack. How you can use it, if let's say you take a 0505, for example, at the Orie, then you just add 0.6% to the next one. Okay.
Also, every floor I add 0.6%.
0.6%. To maybe about level 10, below 20 floors, you can use maybe about 0.6%. But if you want to use 0.5, okay, level 5 to maybe a level 30th floor, then maybe you can use a 0.8% per floor jump. Why? Because let's say you want to have a 10 floor difference, then you add 8% to this level 5 unit. Why there's a difference? Because sometimes when you clear certain views, they will add in maybe about 20,000, 30,000. Okay, so this is quite accurate if you use this kind of strategy. Because during booking day, what is very important?
Choosing the right unit.
Choosing the right unit at the fastest time. Because if your queue is good, let's say you are the top 20, for example, then it very fast will reach your turn already. So you must know how not to choose the wrong unit when you get a good queue number. Make full use of a good queue number.
All right.
So we want to check the price as soon as possible to know that, which one should I go for first. So this is for Tembusu Grand. We use another project, okay, the Miss, for example, from level 2 to level 17, okay, 1406, okay, to 1414. This is about 8K jump. Okay, 8K works out to be about 0.6% again. Then from level 2, we go to level 17. This is 1563. From 1.406 to 1563. Okay, this works out to be about 0.7%. So you see, for CDL, the pricing, right, is always this kind of range one. Which is very accurate when you use their past projects to help you determine the current project. How will they price? Because the person pricing might be the same person. So they just use the same strategy. Again, what should you do if let's say today you get a level 2 pricing, then how can you go and gauge what is the high floor facing, like level 20?
So do your homework first. Go and count everything. Per floor jump 0.6%.
So to the high floor, I'll use 0.7, 0.8.
For Orie will be above 30, then we will use the higher 0.8 or 0.7%.
Correct. Then for the lower one, maybe you use 0.5, 0.6. That is the average they will use the pricing. But if let's say you go down to the booking and you realize, how come per floor jump only 0.3? Then should you get the higher floor or the lower floor?
Then grab the opportunity. That means you get the higher floor, right?
Get a higher floor.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of they are giving you a discount already, like half price already. Because usually they give 0.6 for the lower floors per floor jump. They give you 0.3, you faster grab the higher floor already.
So take note, anything lower than what is our gauge now, grab the higher floor. Correct?
Correct.
Number one tip.
So next one, we want to see for the facing itself. Do they really put in a premium? So now, what we see is the Miss. Okay, if you all know where the Miss is, this is Bukit Panjang area. Okay, this is also a north-south facing project. Okay, the north faces the school, then towards all the HDBs, towards the north. And then for the southwise, they can see Bukit Timah Hill. Now, what I'm going to use is actually stack 17 and versus stack 05. Because one stack 17 is over here. Okay, you can see my red circle, stack 17.
Face HDB.
No, this one faces the Bukit Timah Hill.
Bukit Timah Hill.
Towards the south. Then I have stack 05 over here, which is the pool, and then towards the north will be the buildings and the school. Immediately is the school. So I use, this is also the launch day pricing. Purchase price 1.531 for stack 17. For stack 05, same, 1.531. So you can see for the high floor, there is no, I would say 0% difference. Very funny, how come they will put it like that? Because if you went down, Bukit Panjang, if you go to a Bukit Panjang high floor, You look to the north and look to the south, it's no
Almost the
different.
same.
No different one. The hill doesn't make it so premium. It's just that it might be more popular for people to maybe want to buy the hillside first to see.
风水啦，hill.
Some 坐南朝北，坐北朝南all depends on 风水one. So to me the really high floor views, if you see buildings then nothing much But if you see sea a piece of sea, the sea is just in front of you then sea is something that usually developers will put premium
on it.
Buildings, they never put anything, 0% here. Okay, but let's see again for level 12 same thing, 1523, 0%. Okay, I take another example, 11 floor, 10 floor you can see starting to have already. You see, as we go lower how come start to have a premium You see level 11 there's actually a 7k difference. Then level 10 there is actually a 14k difference.
Why How come How come lower floor?
The person that do the pricing got something wrong. Actually, if you see the site plan, you will slowly understand why already. Okay, so for stack 17, whichever floor it is, actually you see either buildings or nothing. Okay, but for stack 05, okay, whatever you see might change. Okay, because we have the main pool here. As you go lower, pool facing means you will start to pay more premium. Okay, so you can see here 7k to 14k then slowly as we go lower, level 6, the difference is 21k. There again, level 5, 21k. So level 6, level 5 is where you stand at the balcony or you are in your room, you just lie down on your bed, you look down, that's the pool already. So when it goes from level 10 and below, you'll start to see a premium loading for different facings already. Okay, so I would say for Orie, it could be the same. You see the site plan, actually this looks like Orie also.
Yeah.
CDL very smart. They use the same concept. They just put in all their projects. Except for Norwood Grand. Norwood Grand is a big piece.
Yeah.
But Norwood Grand is the one that I don't know people pay premium for what. Because it's all buildings, HDBs or school facing. Low rise. I'll consider it low rise. Yeah, but you see for the Mies, for the Orie, for another CDL project like Irwell Hill, it's all like 2 blocks like that one. The site plan is all like that. So you can see if the lower floors, if you are buying, your good queue gives you to buy a lower floor unit. Which one should you buy? Which facing should you buy?
Good queue, get the lower floor.
Lower floor then face what? Face pool or face?
Pool view.
Face pool view.
Pool view, yeah.
Of course, you must see what's the percentage. For in this case, this is 1.5% increase. The premium is 1.5%. If we go to the previous one, this is 0.9%. And then this is 0.5%. Okay, so in order to see whether it's worth it to buy the pool view, you just use these percentages to see.
Whichever lower.
Whichever is low. If let's say it's lower than 0.5 at this kind of flooring, then you buy the better facing. If let's say the premium goes up to 0.8, 0.9 or even 1% difference for pool facing, you have to reconsider to see really you want a pool or not. So for the premium jump, we just recap again. Just now was 0.6% and
0.8.
0.8.
Level 30 and above.
Around there. Okay, facing wise, this is what we show you. This is north. Then this is the south facing. You can see in general, I feel the north facing it's nicer. You can really see some sea also over here. The north facing is all the shorter blocks. Shorter buildings.
True. CBD more higher floors, higher buildings, higher buildings.
Higher buildings.
True. And more fireworks at north facing, right? Because Malaysia
Correct. They usually put a lot of fireworks. Chinese New Year, especially Chinese New Year, Boom, everywhere is fireworks. So now we come into the queue. Okay, because later on we'll be sharing more on floor plans, right?
Yep.
So floor plans will also tell you which is the hot favorite. It might be the hot favorite. Okay, so all these queue wise, we will later on share with you. Okay, if let's say you're going for certain units, you get certain number of queues. What can you expect? Because right now, if you participated EOK and Chuan Park, you were one of them, right?
Yeah.
So how was it like?
Wow, that period was very, very kanchong, anxiety attack kind. Because total number of check received 3,000 plus, right?
EOK lah.
For EOK, there's only 800 plus units. So at the start, They will reserve some for the bulk purchase, agent purchase. Then all the good units sometimes will be super already. Yeah. Then what are the leftover? We have to on the spot straight away go and do the mapping, the pricing and all that. Then when you're queuing there, right, very kanchong one. And suddenly, what the chosen units? Oh, no more. What is the next available one? Yeah, it's very. You really need to do a lot of homework, which is why we are doing this video now also. Yeah, to let you know like what are the things that we actually do is actually to prepare you on the day itself.
On the day itself, right? So just sharing my personal experience. Last time when I first started as an agent, right, I brought my friend. It's my friend. I brought them to Park Canberra. So they really like that area. They want to buy an EC. Then on the booking day itself, I just balong bring them walk in. Or their queue get caught already, I just walk in. Then the developer asks us, okay, so which unit are you going for? Then I was like looking at my friend. Then I look at my tagger. Then I was in complete loss. Like, I have to do this kind of homework to tell my buyers which unit they want to buy me. Then I ask my buyer which unit you want to buy. Then my buyer asked me which unit should I buy. So it was quite crazy because as an agent, at that point in time I didn't know I have to do all this homework to choose for them which one makes the most sense, which one is most value for money. So I was sort of very regret that I didn't do all this homework. Then in the end, the tagger just tell us, okay, I just buy this unit. Then my friend just listen and just buy that unit. So whether or not that unit is good, until now today, is still a mystery. Because at that point in time, we didn't do that homework. So there could be a lot of repercussions and consequences. If let's say that one really turns out never make money, then I'm dead already. So we don't want you as a buyer today to face the same thing. If let's say you have an agent that didn't do all this homework, so at least when you watch this video, you can see all this and do your own homework first. If you are a new agent looking at this video, please learn from all this and make sure you do homework for your buyers.
Correct.
Yeah.
Don't be at the situation you caught already. Like
especially nowadays, all these unit, like if you don't choose, you go to a thinking box, other people at the back might just choose your unit already.
Yes.
Then that's it. You get a good queue number, also no use.
Especially this kind of hyper project.
Sometimes when you get a top 10 queue number, may not be a good thing. Because you don't have time to think.
You don't know how to choose also.
You might just choose the wrong unit. Then everyone behind is like, wow, heng, you never get a unit.
Alright.
Okay, so of course now we go into the floor plan itself to really advise you on some things that you have missed in a show flat.
Because show flats, right, there are only 3 types, which is the 2+ study, 4 bedroom and 5 bedrooms. Okay, so today we'll just go in depth into individual floor plan, then to let you know how to visualize. Because in terms that you want to look at 1 bedroom or 3 bedrooms or other types of floor plans. Let's go to 1+ study, 517 square feet. Okay, north and south facing, 2 stacks. All the floor plan, right, you can see the room can fit at least a queen size bed. But in actual fact, it can actually fit a king size bed. Yeah, but then you have to forgo your side table. What do you think about this 1+ study?
Okay, so I feel for this 1+ study, if you all look here, this 3.3 meters is really very good because there are some developments where they don't give 3.3 because it's a 1+ study only. They just make sure that you get a queen size bed can already.
Yeah.
But at least CDL, they are renowned for their building, their concept. They really give you that enough space to fit a king at least. If you really want a super single plus baby cot, you can still do it. So even for young families, you can really consider this 1+ study as well. But one thing I feel for nowadays, the projects, when they say plus study, it is a term used by them, but you yourself, you must know. Study originally looks like what? A proper study usually comes with a window, an aircon. You can at least fit
single size?
Super single?
Super single.
Super single. Yeah. But you see for study like that, I don't know why they want to put a study there, but I will say you see all the 1+ S, S you can take it as store also.
Storeroom.
You can convert it to a storeroom. This one I will say use as a storeroom better instead of a study. And usually 1+ study only 2 people or one person staying inside. Study can be anywhere in the living, in the balcony also can. You don't need another corner for you to be a study. This one used as a store, I would say. What I like is also this dual entrance of the toilets. So even if you have guests coming to your house, they don't need to step into your master room before going inside the bathroom.
Yeah, true. Okay, then I got another question. If I don't have a very good queue number, and then I only left with very high floor, 1+ study. So how should I choose? Because there are two different facing and all that. So there will be premium loaded for the higher floor already, right? 0.8% just now we mentioned. So which one should we actually go for?
Okay, so for 1+ study, if today your intention is to buy as an investor today, of course, you get the lower floor will be the best. Why? Because the rental yield will be higher if you buy cheaper at the bottom. But I would say for Toa Payoh, if you buy 1 bedroom plus study to rent out, actually the rental returns is not that attractive. But if today you are buying as a own stay product, you are just a young couple, you don't have intentions to have kids anytime soon, you just want to experience staying together for some honeymoon period, maybe 3-4 years down the road or 5 years down the road, then 1+ study, you can consider this 1+ study because in Toa Payoh itself, there's not much 1+ study. So even if you get a higher floors, you end up only be able to get a higher floors. At least you own stay, you enjoy the views yourself. Then it makes sense. You don't need to rent out. Okay.
So lesser supply in Toa Payoh area.
Correct. A very little supply, in fact. I would say, I think we did a tabulation, it's about only, in Toa Payoh, only 200 over units of 1+ study. Which, if let's say you meet us, we'll show you a certain ruling that affected all these 1+ study. There was a period of time where there was no 1+ study at all. There's no 1 bedroom at all. There's a certain ruling, which we'll share in depth when we meet you. But if let's say really today you are considering about pricing, is worth it or not worth it, if you get only you left with 30 floors and above. 30 floors and above, this 1+ study should be in the range of 1.45 to 1.55 already. 1.45, 1.55. Actually, you can consider the lower floor 2-bed 1 bath. Because the lower floor 2-bed 1 bath, we roughly guess the pricing should be about 1.5 to 1.6-ish. So it will be more worth it to top up to have another bedroom instead of buying so high floor. So depends on your intention also. This is 2-bed 1 bath.
2-bed 1 bath.
Maybe you share about this 2-bed 1 bath.
Okay, so this 2-bed 1 bath, right, is actually quite like a dumbbell layout. Okay, so top up, just now you mentioned top up a bit more, you get to 592 square feet, 2 proper bedrooms, okay, can fit a queen size bed. And what I like about this is there is enclosable kitchen. Tuck in one. Okay, another thing, there's window for a 2-bedroom because now it's very hard to find a 2-bed new launcher with window.
Correct.
Can do your wok heavy cooking and all that. Okay, then which is why we mentioned about this as well. Okay, but then this 2-bed 1 bath, right, it should be very popular, right, because based on all the points that you mentioned earlier. So won't this be the first one to get?
This one, I would say later on when you finish all the 2-bedroom layouts, I would say this might be the most popular layout that people will go for. And for VVIP bulk purchasers, because they have the first take, they might snap up this unit or during the bulk purchase period already. This one, a lot of people will buy for investment.
Yeah.
Actually, even for own stay, this one makes sense also. But for investors, they would definitely like this because one of the rooms, you can see, in fact, for the kitchen itself, which you mentioned is very rare, you can walk here inside. And it's really tucked to one corner. Later on, when you see other 2 bedrooms, you can't do this anymore. This one, you just add your own sliding door. Actually, you can close already. And it doesn't go into the way of anything. You still have a proper dining over here, then the living. So properly spaced out. A very good design. And why they have this window over here? Because CDR very smart. The stack, in between the stacks, they have this gap where it allows this window to come out. So window, one thing is about the ventilation, another thing is about the light into
brightness.
Brightness into the kitchen. Daytime, you don't have to turn on light inside the kitchen. And then this one, the pricing was actually start from This is just indicative. According to how we estimated just now, let's say using a 2,500 PSF. So this should start about 1.48 million. Okay, the higher floors should be about 1.776. So you can see the difference is about 300,000. So today, if you are investor, you want to buy this 2-bed 1-bath, then you should buy as low as possible because it's about 1.48. 300,000 gain that you can see. But of course, today, if you are buying for a longer period of time where you're intending to stay or maybe rent out for a period of time, then getting the higher floors might benefit you. When you buy something with view, it's best when you sell during which period? Is it a sub-sale or resale?
Resale.
Resale. Because resale, the buyers will get to enter the unit to see the views for themselves. Then it will be easier for you to sell at a better price. It's like actually Payoh, you see all the $1 million HDBs, right? Yeah. Do you know which floors?
All the higher floors.
All the higher floors. Payoh, everybody think, if I want to buy HDB then I must buy the high floor one. 1 million over, never mind. But what I must get is the view. So I have experience where I get a mid-floor and low-floor unit in Payoh. Even though the sellers, they don't expect to hit 1 million. 900K also very hard for them to sell because nobody wants a Payoh unit with no views. And a HDB at 800, 900,000 with no views, people feel expensive. But once you got view, suddenly people feel, 1 million cheap. Below 1.2, very cheap already. Yeah.
$1 million view.
Correct. So views very important when it comes to resale market. So depends on what's your profile. You must know, are you buying for short term, releasing it at TOP, before TOP, or resale period? You must know all this. Of course, if it's confusing for you, you don't know you are this or you are that, reach out to us, we will explain to you further.
2-bed, 2-bath, type B2, 646 square feet. This is also like a dumbbell layout. There is also enclosed tuck-in kitchen, but now there is no window. Then all the bathroom have no windows as well. These are the downside, but the bedrooms are also pretty functional, can fit in queen size bed.
Yep.
So all the Orie layout all are very functional in the sense that all their bedrooms can at least fit a queen size bed. So what do you think about?
Another thing is also this part where you see this kitchen side, this is slightly exposed, slightly open, half open, because this is the wall, then this is nothing. This is just the countertop only. So if you really want to enclose this up yourself, here you have to do glass. Over here you do another door, which is another additional cost that you have to put in for this glass to be up. But of course, good that it's being tucked to one corner. At least you can do, you spend a little bit of money, you can still do up. Yeah. Closable kitchen.
At least out of the walking way.
Okay. So this is a dumbbell layout, what we call a dumbbell layout. Yep. So in total, there is 2 kinds of 2-bed 2-bath also.
So another type B3, 78 square feet. I feel like it's more traditional layout. Okay. This one, all the rooms are tucked into one side. Then there are privacy for the bedroom. This is the L-shaped kitchen. So there is a proper dining space as well. Downside is there are also no windows in the kitchen or in the bathroom as well.
Okay, so for bathrooms wise, I think it's quite common to have no windows. If there's a window, of course, it's a plus point. But no windows, I don't think that's a deal breaker. But between these 678 and 646, okay, if today you are investors, definitely, which one will you choose?
646.
Why?
Okay, because one thing is good that do like a answer no battery.
So the bedroom too, you can become an ensuite. Then you just rent out as another master. But one thing is actually the square feet itself. Because investors, what they want is to buy cheap.
Yep.
They rent out same price. 2-bedroom price. Having a 30 square feet difference, it really saves you quite a bit. So investors will definitely go for B2 first. But if let's say today your Q number, you are left with, you don't have low floor 646 anymore, but you still have low floor 678. Okay, but I will feel go for 678. You might actually be better also. Because when it comes to resale market, right, not a lot of people likes 646 layout. Because of privacy issues.
Correct.
If I go back to 646, you can see once you have guests that enter this part of the house, they pass your kitchen, they enter this part of the house, straight away they can look into this room, they can look into your master as well. Totally no privacy. But you see for 678, they come all the way to here, they still can't really see what's inside your master. A lot of people is quite concerned about having privacy in the master room.
Yeah. Which
And
this is my preferred layout also.
traditional
layouts.
One good thing is also this piece of wall, this very big piece of wall here. You can actually hang a lot of things. You can do your own displays if you want. Yeah, a lot of people like the kind of big paintings, that kind of decorations all in the house. But this one, you see, over here, there's not much thing you can do. Only this piece above the dining table you can do for display. So even over here, you want to put a piano also can.
Yeah. And this one, there is a proper dining space as well.
Proper dining space. So 6, 7, 8, if you have the low floor units, compared to if you initially wanted a 646 unit, I would say a low floor 6, 7, 8 unit might be a good choice for you also.
Okay, 700 square feet, 2+ study layout. Proper study corner. Just now you were mentioning about the study area, right? Have to have at least fit a single size bed or like a proper area. So this one is enclosable. There is aircon inside here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So in the show flat, you will see
Show flat.
aircon already.
Aircon already, yeah. Enclosed tuck-in kitchen. Okay, proper dining space. I think you can even fit up to 6-seater.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for this 2+ study, what I will say is it starts from about 1.75 million all the way to 2.1 million. Okay, so of course, if let's say the smaller 2 bedrooms, you're only left with all the high floors, which might cost you quite a lot already. Because the high floor 646 2 bed 2 bath, it might reach 1.9 million already. So if at that quantum you can still see a 2+ study that is lower floor, I'd rather you use the money to buy a 2+ study.
Correct.
Because this study really can act as a additional room if you want to.
Oh, another thing to highlight, because just now one of the 2 bedroom you have to install your own glass, right? This one, the wall is already installed for you.
Yeah, like a show flat, you'll see the glass already done up.
Yeah, so this one will allow some natural light to come in, even though there is no window.
Okay, top choice.
What's your top choice?
Let's go back to all the floor plans. Definitely is this very rare 2 bed 1 bath with a window in the kitchen.
Yes.
And bulk purchasers will definitely chong for this one first.
Yep.
So if we go to the site plan, all the B ones, okay, you will see during the VVIP bulk purchase period, agents, they will definitely cover all this, maybe up to maybe 20 plus. So you see all the B1, maybe up to 20 plus. Then you are only left with the high floor units. High floor B1, you will look at how much will it be, about 1.7 million to about 1.8 million. This will be the range. If today you are not a bulk purchaser, VVIP agent, this is the price you might need to expect for a B1 unit. So second choice, I would definitely choose the 678.
678
first.
Traditional 2 bed.
Correct. Traditional one. Because in the resale market, as agents we know, it's easier to sell this kind of traditional layout.
Correct.
Not a lot of people like the dumbbell unit, which the 2+ study is also a dumbbell layout. So unless you really need another small space for maybe a helper or additional space for your study, then you want to consider 2+ study. But for me, I will choose the 678 first.
678 first. Then lastly, if the price
permits, then I'll go to 700 2+ study. The 646 will be my last choice.
Okay.
So now we are going to
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms.
Okay. Actually, before that, because this development, they have do up the landscape and all that, right? A very special thing because they want to follow the origami thing, right? Yeah. Okay. So there is this part of some walls, right, that will actually protrude out. And also another thing is the RC ledge. Yeah, which some stacks have some blockage of the light and wind. So some part of the room, maybe your master bedroom or living room will be a bit darker. So some stacks, right, along the way, we will also try to identify with you. But if you want to know about more in-depth one, you can just reach out to us.
Yep.
So back into the 3 bedrooms, type C1, 850 square feet. Like whatever you want, you can see. Very hard to see such a compact.
And dumbbell.
And yeah, considered quite very rare. Yeah, though it looks like very small. But I feel that it's like everything you need, you have it. You have a storeroom.
Yeah, for a storeroom, 3 compact is very rare.
Very rare. Yeah, then all comes with a good size bedrooms, queen size. Downside, bathroom don't have window for compact.
Windows, nowadays a lot of people are okay with no windows in the bathroom anymore. As long as there is door for them can already.
Correct. So because it's very rare in the market, and I think because of 850 square feet, the price point will be quite reasonable, right?
Correct. The price point should be starting from about 2.1 million, all the way it will go up to about 2.5, 2.6 million. Okay.
So it's considered very affordable for those.
Affordable for 2.1 million. Yeah, if
For
you
three
really need a
bedrooms.
three proper bedrooms, I think this is one that you can consider. And especially for, let's say, a profile like for myself, when I have only one kid, I think this will really fit me because I needed help from my mother-in-law to help me take care of my kids. So when she comes, she's Malaysian. So she's used to having her own toilet, her own privacy already. So if today I'm the buyer, I'm the owner, actually my mother-in-law can take this bedroom too, so that she can have their own toilet. And if my kid is sleeping with her, actually it's very convenient for her to go to the bathroom, maybe to shower my kid, then for her own use. Everything is very compact inside. And this store, really helps me keep a lot of things. Then I have an enclosed kitchen also, do my wok hay if need to, all my baby things I can put inside. Because why I want a compact kitchen, an enclosable kitchen, is because if you have kids at home, you don't want the kids to go inside the kitchen.
Yeah.
If you have an open kitchen, then it's very hard for you to keep your kids already. Everywhere you need to put a gate, the metal gate, to keep your kids away. But this one really helps young families. And especially the quantum wise, it's very easy for upgraders to choose this unit to upgrade to 3-bedroom. And you don't lose out on any lightings into the house because even this bedroom too, you have a window for the lights to come in. So I would say this one is also quite popular. If let's say people are looking for a smaller quantum 3-bedroom, yet practical, this one can be the one that they should consider.
Really have everything that you need. Then now the C2 layout, 1023 square feet. This one I like.
This one.
This one is like
quite grand,
bit like a typical 4-room HDB layout. Also have everything you need. When you walk in here, right, it's like a privacy also. The foyer area. 3 proper bedrooms, and there is a home shelter. Okay, home shelter, enclosed kitchen, good size, and a WC. So you have a helper, you want to separate the toilet area. Bathroom 2 now have window. Okay. Then
Master also have window.
Master also have window. This time master also have window. All the rooms are very good size. It's really like a typical 4-room HDB.
Correct.
So next time resale part.
Yeah, because CDR also knows now a lot of people buy like 3 bedrooms to maybe stay a while then flip. And there are a lot of BTOs coming out in the District 12 area, which these are all the potential upgraders that wants to buy from you next time. So CDL very smart. They build it this way so that people don't need to adjust their lifestyle again to different kind of layout. They just upgrade to this one can already. It's the same like a 4-room HDB. But what I really like is this length of the kitchen. This is 4.9 meters. 4.9 meters. Later on, when you see the 4-bedroom, you might be surprised because this 3-bedroom, the kitchen is actually bigger than the 4-bedrooms one. But one thing to note is today, if you are at a show flat or you have visited the show flat, you don't know how to compare because 3 bedrooms you don't see at a show flat. So how can you use the existing show flat units to help you have a sense of the feel when it comes to choosing 3-bedroom? I just backtrack a bit to 2+ study. You can see for 2+ study dimensions, what you can use is actually to use it to see your 1+ study all the way to C1 3-bedroom. So if I draw relevance to C1 3-bedroom, over here I did some indications. For the living room itself, this is 5. This part, living hall to the kitchen glass area, this is 5.3 meters. But for C1 itself, you can see this is 6 meters. And it's roughly the same layout because dumbbell. So in the show flat unit itself, if you want to have a sense of feel, how C1 is like, you just imagine about 70 centimeters, which is about your 2 feet. You just put front and back. Then you leave a little bit of gap in between. That should be about 70 cm already. So you add that amount to that 2+ study unit inside, you'll roughly see how long it is. Another similarity will be kitchen itself. Okay, so 2+ study kitchen, this is 2.4, 2.1. Then for here is 2.6, 2.3. Either end on each side, you just add about 20 cm. C1 is slightly bigger by 20 cm each for the length and breadth. Okay.
So about 1 feet.
20 cm, maybe you just put your fingers like that. This is about 20 cm. So you go there, then you just put like that. You roughly know. Because it's very important to know what you are buying into.
Yeah.
You don't want to just see the floor plan, then you buy. Then in the end, when the actual unit comes, then you realize, only big by this much only. So at least you must know what you're buying into.
Visualize a bit.
Yes. Okay. So if you want all the breakdowns side by side, I just show you my breakdown side by side. If you want this, just reach out to us. I'll send it to you so that you have a feel before you go down to the show flat itself. Okay, so back to this 1023. I like it because of this 5.5 meters also. You don't feel so cramped in the house anymore. It's really like a proper 4-bedroom, I would say. Just an additional balcony for us to do our steamboat barbecue a bit. Small barbecue grilling at home.
Yeah.
So there is also another one that is 1044 square feet. Yeah. So what's the difference over here?
Actually not much of a difference. It's just the main foyer entrance area. So it's like you need to walk in a bit. You have more privacy before you walk into the living area. Facing wise, one thing to note that C2 is actually south facing, which is the CBD area. Then C2A is the north facing. So north facing, your foyer area, you have privacy. So do you think which one?
Okay,
because just now we mentioned about the facing, right?
Yeah. So if you are looking at the high floor units, I would say there won't be any premium loaded on PSF. I will feel the PSF will be the same, given the mist is like that. So if there's no premium in terms of facing wise, I might choose this 1044 because I like privacy. Same price. This is slightly more expensive. This is 20 square feet more expensive.
Yeah.
You multiply by 2500. This works out to be about 50,000. For 50,000 difference, I buy one with more privacy. It helps me sell better also.
So you also have to visualize based on next time your resale buyer, how will they feel when they step in the house. So actually paying 50k more, you get more privacy, actually worth it. Correct. But how about if it's higher?
So let's say if it exceeds 100,000, I might reconsider. I might just go for the 1023. Because 1023, I still have some privacy. It's just that it's not so long over here. Here is 2.4. Then this one a bit longer is 3.2. Whether I need that storage for that 100,000, I might reconsider.
Yeah.
But if let's say this 1023 is higher than 1044, I will buy the 1044.
1044.
This is north facing. I prefer the north facing. 1044. If I can buy cheaper, I get bigger. And my view more or less the same. And I like north because more fireworks.
Yeah.
I will go for this 1044 instead of 1023.
So points taken for this. These are the main difference. Right. Let's go for the next 3-bedroom type. Dual key. Actually nowadays, dual key are all coming back already.
Yeah, coming back. Starting from I think Lake Gardens, I think Lentor also got dual key. Then start to have even the upcoming Alta also got dual key coming.
Clementi.
So dual key starting to have attraction because I recently, when I go for duties, I realized there are some locals or business people, they keep asking for dual key.
Why is that so? Why is this popular back again?
So dual key, one thing good is someone helps you subsidize the house when you don't need that size of the house yet.
So like small couple, young couple, small family, young couple, small family.
Small family like just two of us. Maybe I have plans 2 years later to have one child. I still want to buy a 3-bedroom first because I want the size. Then maybe I'll consider this 3 dual key. Because one part I just rent out, then someone helps me pay partially my installment first. It's not so tall. But when it comes to selling part, I just want to sell at a good premium. I sell as a 3-bedroom, then I might get a good profit from this.
And you have privacy. So because sometimes when you rent out one room, you still have to face the tenant.
Correct. If let's say you choose the C1, for example.
The compact.
You want to rent out that room as a master, then you still have to see the tenant.
More privacy in a way. Okay, I like about this dual key layout. So we look at the main unit first. Kitchen, it can have access link to the balcony, which what it means that you will have very good light coming in and also more ventilation.
Mm.
So don't even need the window and all that already. Now it's your direct balcony. You can heavy cooking until you happy, walk here until you happy. Yeah, and a proper dining space as well. And the household shelter. So you have a proper storeroom and master bathroom and the common bathroom have a window.
Yep.
So this is the highlight.
The highlights lah. But if you look more in depth, okay, this is the detail that you do not want to miss. Okay, these two walls might be the one that is deal breaker lah. Because I feel because of these two and this wall cannot hack one. When you come inside the house, you just feel it's a normal unit lor. No difference from the 2-bedroom. But if let's say today they can change this to glass or it's hackable, actually you make it like a glass concept of the kitchen. This will make it very grand. This one will definitely be very popular. Because when a kitchen is beside the balcony, it means you are someone who likes hosting a lot. Because your guests can sit in the living, they dine at the balcony, they enjoy the view while you cook, and then you just bring out the experience is really there.
Al fresco dining.
Al fresco there, yeah. So if let's say this one can be glass, this is really top choice already. But because of these two panels where the light cannot enter this walkway anymore, okay, this one will be quite dark over here and quite narrow for this door for you to enter and go in and go out. Although over here, this is slightly bigger, this door over here. Although it's good that the kitchen is over here, going to the balcony, but this is the piece of wall that I feel could have been done better. Okay, so this dual key, I feel launch day, it might not be so hot until it's all taken up. Because the size is actually quite big, 1130. This might start from about 2.8 million. For a 3-bedroom, 2.8 million is quite expensive already. A lot of people can buy a 3+ study, 4-bedroom with 2.8 already. This will go up to about 3.4 million also, the higher floors. So you can see about 600K. But today you have the budget within a 3 million range. If you go into booking and you see someone, maybe a few of them transacted all the high floor, 3.3, 3.4 million, then maybe you can consider buying this 3 dual key at 3 million or lower. Because other people already transacted 3.3, 3.4. It's quite safe for you to buy in at 2.8, 3 million range.
You got the buffer of about 300, 400,000 already.
Yeah. Okay, but this one you must really hold after it TOPs for resale quite some time. Then you sell it to see the appreciation. Because I think before TOP, when nobody can feel the unit, this will be quite hard to sell out.
For own stay and for a long time first.
Longer period.
Okay.
So what's next?
Let's go for 4-bedroom. So 4-bedroom, there are 2 types. Okay, D1, 1216 square feet. Actually, D1 and D2 is the same size. D1 is a stack 8, so it's south-facing. South-facing CBD area. And then another thing is it's also facing the pool view.
Yep.
Then D2 will be south-facing as well, very similar, but no pool view. You are facing the block area already. Okay, so let's go back to D1 first. What's the difference is just the foyer area again. Okay, look at here. D1, the foyer area, come in straight away to a living room. Not much of a privacy. Whereas D2, entrance, you still have the L-shaped foyer again. So they like to play this kind of layout. One got privacy, one without privacy.
Right.
4 proper bedrooms, all can fit queen size bed. Okay, just now, you mentioned about the kitchen, which is smaller than 3-bedroom. So this is the part that we need to highlight as well. This wet kitchen, really considered quite small for 3-bedroom.
Yeah, about 40 cm smaller. Another thing is also, if you realize, this balcony and the living space.
Yeah, so usually 4-bedrooms, they all very big wide frontage living, right?
Correct. So
consider
when the project has a lot of 4-bedrooms, usually they will do like a 4 meters living hall to make it grand.
Yeah.
For people to feel that this is really a luxurious project. But one thing to note, if let's say they do a 4 meters over here, right, this will easily go up by another 215,000. I've calculated myself This one, just by a 1 meter more over here, and this piece will be 8 square meter already. Okay, just 1 meter wide. 8 square meter is 215,000. 215,000 more to get that 1 meter. Then over here, if they also give you another 40 cm, actually we are close to another 300,000 more than this price already. This current price starting should be about 3 million. So if they were to give you the 4 meter and give you the long kitchen, you will see a 3.3 million starting already. Which will make it no difference than let's say Chuan Park UOK already. So in Toa Payoh itself, the main thing why CDL want to put it this way, I would feel because the main aim is to keep a 4-bedroom affordable. Because 4-bedroom people buy for own needs,
Own stay,
but they also don't want to spend too much on too luxurious things. 4 meter, 3 meter, I feel 3 meter is still good. Even with this 3 meter, they can still put a 8-seater over here. Each side you still can sit people is a 10-seater table already. The space is still very usable, even with a 3 meter. So I would say that CDL, they don't see the need to give you 4 meters. Some would deem as a wastage already. If you give 4 meters, then you just pay 300,000 more for what? But I feel for this 4-bedroom, one very good thing is if you see other projects, there will always be one room that is stuck inside one. Then it faces inwards to the aircon latch area. And that's half height window one. But this one at least is all faces the same view. So if you have 3 kids, they don't need to fight. All same size, same view, they don't need to fight anymore. So given the same size, I would prioritize this D2 first.
Privacy.
4-bedroom in Toa Payoh, especially people want privacy one. So privacy will be the main selling point when it comes to resale as well. Once you walk in, you can say, you see, you don't really see what's happening inside. Because even though we are at the same square feet, but over here we have this privacy that we can use. Just that over here, okay, you have to buy level 5 and above to clear the HDB in front. So if you really like the pool facing, this one I will guess there might be a premium loaded for the D1 lower floor.
Because of the pool facing, same as the Miss just now.
Correct. But if you clear like level 20, I don't think there will be much premium already. In fact, level 20 onwards, this D2, level 20 onwards, you might see more premium. Okay, because D1 level 20, higher floor onwards, you get blocked by this stack in front, stack 18. So this one is face each other. So higher floor, there's no value. This one you want to buy, you buy things, units that you can see the pool. Higher than stack 08 will be cheaper than stack 17. Yeah. So all this, please take note if you're buying this 4-bedroom. Yep.
These are the homework.
Yep. Okay.
Then next, 4-bedroom plus study. Now this is another thing that you want to highlight about the study area. Well, this study is like a room.
This is what I call a proper study.
2 people work together, no problem. Super single, no problem. It's like considered really another bedroom, bedroom 5.
Bedroom 5. So if let's say you feel D1, D2, the living hall not wide enough for you, you want something bigger, then this is something that you can look at. This one starts from 3.4 million around there.
So 3.4 million, 1367 square feet, you get additional room, study room, okay, and additional WC.
Yep.
Okay, but at a premium of about 400,000 more.
400,000 more. Yeah. So this one is if let's say you really need that study. Okay, you want to work from home, you want to save on renting somewhere else as an office. Because there are some people who pay like $400, $500 outside to rent a room to do as a study. If you want to save on that and you want to put it at home yourself, actually this study works. This is really called a study, not a store. This one comes with window, with aircon, and then you can enclose 2-person work inside, still okay. Yeah, and then you really want you add another door over here, then this room you want to do as your display, your LV bags, you want to do your own additional wardrobe. Because I feel personally this one not enough. If it's my wife, I think
not enough for me also.
Not enough for you. Especially when you got bags all there. Then this bedroom 2 will become your display area already. Yeah, then you can really add a door over here to enclose the whole thing. This whole piece over here will become your own men's cave. Men's cave. And then this one is the woman's paradise. The bedroom 2. Yeah. So of course again you have to take note this kitchen size. Okay, this kitchen size is 4.3 meters, so smaller than the 3-bedroom by 60 centimeters.
So just now 40, now 60.
Now 60. Yeah.
Because give up the space for WC and study.
So give up some space.
Correct. Give and take.
Correct. So I think 4.3, they still deem it very functionable. It's just that maybe you lose out on that length. But when you lose out on that length, here they give you 3.6 meters. It's slightly wider now.
Yep.
So when you come back and you reach this point, it will still feel quite grand, quite wide, quite spacious. The feeling is quite good. Resale very important also, because resale people don't go inside your kitchen and stay very long. What they want to do is to stay at this point of the house, the center of the house, to really have a feel first of the view or that.
Okay, so this one, like what you mentioned, the starting price will be about 3.4.
3.4. Then all the way to, let's say, 4.1. So from the second floor to the 39th floor is a 700,000 difference. But this one, I would say you must buy view.
This must buy with views.
Because 4 plus study, we don't sell on paper. And sub-sale, we don't just sell on paper like that. The person must come down and imagine for themselves. So once they come down, if they don't see anything, you must consider. But of course, this one is stack 18, which is inward facing face pool.
Face pool.
So this one you should buy low or buy high?
Buy low.
Depends.
Depends also.
Because this side view, actually you can see a lot of things also towards the north. Okay. So if let's say you have the opportunity to buy level 2 to level 7, for example, I would say this range is good. If you clear this, I might as well you buy like 20 floors and above. Because in between, nothing much. You see at the side is also all the HDBs. Then you just face your neighbors opposite. But if you cross like 20 floors, then at least at the side you can still see some views.
You see, every different bedroom type of different.
You must know which one to prioritize first. It's just gong. You see the chart until level 8 already. 8 like very good. You go buy 8. Hosei.
Yeah, you thought 8 is what? But
0, 8 what? 0, 8, 1, 8
very hot like that. I like.
Yeah, but all these you must take note, because you don't see pool, you see your neighbor only. Then you must cross certain level, then you see the views. Is it worth to buy all the views or that?
So these are all the small parts and homework that you have to do.
In summary, the most important thing is you must know which floor see what. Because this kind of bedroom type view is very important when it comes to resale. Okay.
So that's about it for the 4 bedrooms.
Yep. So let's go to the last
5 bedrooms with private lift. 1,453 square feet.
Majestic, this one.
Private lift. Okay, but actually very important. Private lift to have 2 entrance doors, right? Yeah. You know why is the difference? Why is it
private
important?
lift, definitely they will come give you a second entrance one. But I think recently there's one that they don't give you a second entrance, right?
Yeah.
I think EOK. I'm not saying that it's not good, but usually people expect when you have a private lift, it comes with a second entrance. Private means the residence one, your guests come in, but you don't want to invite your guests, then suddenly you look beside. Not saying that it's not nice to have a grab food or a contractor or that. It's the contractors. The contractors, they might carry some things that might scratch the lift. Because if they want to do renovations to certain floors, right, what they have to do is do all the padding inside the lift. They have to pad it up in order not to scratch the lift. So you might experience a time where it's always being padded up. Then you don't feel the private lift.
The grand feel already.
The grand feel anymore. So you need a second entrance where all these contractors can pad the other lift. And then you just enjoy this private lift like, say. Then people go to your house, your house got private lift. Say. That kind of feeling. You want that kind of feeling. You don't want like, 周末还在装修还没有 DOB. Then you lose the grandness, right? So CDL knows. CDL, very good. They are very good at doing luxurious properties. So 5 bedroom, luxurious. Okay, that one don't need to say. The living hall, they really give you that 4 meters that you should have. The landscape living hall.
It's very important for 5 bedrooms.
Correct. And then I also love this junior master. because there are some 5 bedrooms that I see where the junior master toilet is actually you can share as a common one. But this one is really tucked inside so that it belongs to the junior master. Nobody can touch one. Okay. But one thing I feel maybe they could have done better is the wardrobe.
Yeah, this is what I want to highlight as well. Definitely, because 5 bedroom usually you have like a proper wardrobe space, right? L shape. Definitely not enough for me.
Yeah, this one, especially 5 bedroom, the wife which is the 女主人 of the house, confirm the bags a lot one, everything a lot one. So this one not that grand inside the master itself. Okay, and if you really want to see a very good 5 bedroom, you should go and see Sora. Sora, the 5 bedroom really is the most grand one.
Yeah.
The wardrobe is L-shaped wardrobe. Okay. Then the bath got his and her sink one. And then this part is glass one where you can see the leg one. That one really you want to stay at home.
This is the real 5 bedroom grand feel.
Grand feel.
And his and her sink.
And the wall over here can hack one. So they can hack to do another wardrobe or display of their bags, all that. Wow.
Bigger.
That time I went before to this resale viewing at Treasure Crest. Wow, this owner really is the atas one. Although stay inside Treasure Crest, but super atas. This room they hack, right? Then they display all the bags inside. Wow, this is like you walk inside LV, Chanel.
Wow.
Then you just put somebody over there to serve you. Wow, really, they do the carpeting, all that. Wow, really very nice. Yeah, so this one cannot hack but if let's say you buy like Sora can hack one, the 5 bedroom will be super nice for you to display everything. But of course, I wouldn't say this is not good. Why? Because if you buy this, this is at starting, I would say it's about 3.6 million. 3.6
5 bedroom, 3.6.
Okay, right?
Okay.
Sora 4 bedroom, 3.4 already.
It's Payoh 3.6.
Payoh 5 room 3.6 but it goes up to about maybe 4.5, then maybe close to 5 million for the very high floor one. So at this price, actually for 5 bedroom, you should buy the higher floor one instead of buying the lower floor one.
Don't buy the pool facing and all that.
Don't buy you can buy if you want to, but I personally feel if today you are buying a 5 bedroom, you should at least buy into the unique selling point of this project, which is the views. You want private lift, people come out, then they look at your balcony, unblocked.
Yeah.
And you can see this one is at both sides of the blocks, which really you can see a lot of things really unblocked on.
But one thing to note, because E1 layout, okay, it faces this part, right? It faces this is a tennis court. Yeah. So maybe lower floor, you will have the lights shining in. Maybe. Right.
I think the noise, more of the noise.
So maybe if you've left this stack, just choose higher floor.
I think people will go for the stack 12 instead. North facing one, I will feel will be the more preferred one. But high floor wise, I will still prefer the north facing one.
So choose stack 12.
But also there's this concern where people say that 4.5 million, 5 million.
Yeah, I want to ask you also. So why people still buy 5 bedroom instead? Why don't buy landed?
So like for my wife, I got asked her before, 今天如果我中 Toto the Ang Pao draw, the Chinese New Year Ang Pao draw, jackpot, I can buy you a semi-D in Singapore. You want or not? You say 笑不要啦.
Why?
One thing is 这样大间 for what? Although there are people who really like the space very big but she's very scared of insects. Cockroach, rats she cannot tahan. All the lizards, cannot. Then I have to be the one doing all these things already. The helper also need to go and catch all these things. So she don't like. And the maintenance wise, they have to do their own. Then I say if I buy a condo, this quantum, I give you 5 bedrooms. Then she say, then can consider. Because 5 bedroom condo, should be a very high floor thing. Then
no inside.
No inside. Then and maintenance wise is MCSD do one.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people who prefer landed. they will also prefer condo. So we can't say that there will be nobody buying from us next time in the resale market lah. And especially when PRs, if they want to buy a size like that, they need 5 bedrooms. They can only go to condo. They cannot buy landed.
Cannot buy landed.
So this is where they will just want to buy a condo 5 bedroom. And recently, if you have seen Jetscape, the 6 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Earn how much? 10 million, I think.
Earn 10 million.
Earn 10
Profit,
million.
profit 10 million.
Profit 10 million. Then people still say, like 40 million already. 40 million, you can buy a lot of things. You can buy CCR also. But why people still buy that? Because there will certainly be people who wants to just buy that location, that size, and a condo.
Yeah.
A new condo some more. I recently checked, yesterday in fact I checked Gem Residence, which is just beside Orie. Only 2 5 bedrooms for sale. And there are 5 bedrooms, 2 common rooms only can fit single size.
Yeah.
Single bed. People want 5 bedrooms is 5 proper bedrooms.
All this proper bedrooms, queen size.
So if today you have the budget to buy up to this 5 bedroom, I would say it's very safe for you. But of course you must stay inside for a while first because 5 bedroom buyers not easy to come by. You can just stay and then sell at the same time. To see who gives you that good offer. But definitely you will have an edge over other people because there's a lack of supply.
Lack of supply, yeah.
Total lack of supply of 5 bedrooms in Payoh itself.
Whole of Payoh.
So only Gem have 5 bedrooms, which their 5 bedroom is not as grand as this one. Yeah, so I would say Orie 5 bedroom, if you have 4 million to 5 million, please consider the Orie. Yep. So I think...
And it's also first Payoh harmonized project.
Harmonized thing. But harmonized, good or not, it really depends. If the developer price it such that this harmonized project is worth it, then harmonized is good. But if harmonized already, the price is still more expensive. The quantum is more expensive than those non-harmonized. Then no point to buy a harmonized project. Yeah. Ultimately, it still comes down to the floor plan itself.
Correct. So that's about it for all the floor plans.
Yep.
Today, we actually cover some of the missing tips for when you're doing your homework, choosing your units.
But most importantly, you must really understand what we have said. If you are still confused about what we have said, okay, I don't know we did a good job or not, just reach out to us. We'll try to explain to you again or maybe share with you even more in depth to help you with your booking. Before you place your check, it's very important that you understand what you are buying.
Don't join in the hype and anyhow choose your units and all.
Hype can kill a lot of people.
Yes.
I think that's the end.
The end.
What will be our next one that's coming up?
Okay, so do stay tuned. Next one, we will be doing Clementi project, which is
ELTA. ELTA. That one will come in February, that project. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. What's your channel's name?
Homes with Charlene.
Homes with Charlene. My one is J Tan Realty. Okay, please subscribe to us so that you can keep yourself updated with all these tips and tricks on how to select new launch properties.
Yes. We'll be doing more of this kind of analysis video. So we'll show you a comedy side.
Comedy must still support our 小两口 videos.
Yeah, and also our serious side as well. So thank you.
Thank you, and we will see you again soon.
See you. Bye-bye.